Hello, everybody. Hiya, Aya. How's everybody doing today? Happy Monday. We haven't really taken a break since I had to take a day off for my health last week. We did a bonus stream yesterday for starting up on the console craft Minecraft SMP. Late to the party, but always willing to have some fun. We did some fun stuff. But it is Monday, so we're going to get back into Rimworld. I've been noodling with the settings, so if my voice sounds different, that's why. Please let me know if it's too quiet or too loud so we can make adjustments. But I spent a good portion of the morning trying to get it sorted out so that we can have a better quality of audio both on stream and on the VODs and subsequent produced content that I'm going to be starting to work on. Okay, let's try to reacquaint ourselves with where we're at. We've got a little bit of steel. R2-D2 over here is making us some marine helmets. We might have to suspend doing that because we're kind of not running out of resources, but gradually kind of chipping through things here. Let me also make sure that dread leather is not on the list over here. For our stuff, we want to make sure nothing is being made out of dread leather, and I may have, yes, okay. Let's get dread leather off the list. Now that we're stuck into the anomaly stuff, we're going to be seeing more of this. We're planning to get apparel rules for characters, non-character. Ah, yes. Thank you, Aya. Aya is my short-term and long-term memory at this point. I appreciate you so much, Aya. I'm so glad you found your way over to the channel and that you come here every day. It does mean a lot to me. I'm on, like, it's so weird. I'm like nervous today because I had my meeting with my new psychiatrist this morning and everything went really well, but it totally created this weird bit in my brain and I'm like, what's going on? What can we make out of dread leather that we can sell? We don't have corsets yet, so honestly, I think sashes might be our best bet. Let's do forever on this. Yeah, the anxiety squirrel is a good way to put it. I think we make sashes out of dread leather. Do we have a specific person? R2-D2. He's kind of busy. Let's see who we can get tailoring. Squamkorg is who we're going to be training up on tailoring. I think what we're going to do is we're going to swap all of these over to any worker. It will mean that some of our replacement clothing is not going to be as high quality as it was before. But we need to free up R2-D2 in order to have him make other things. He trained up on tailoring. It's kind of what we do. We train our people up on tailoring, and then when they get high enough, because R2-D2, Mr. Erkin, Tom, Robu, we need all of these people kicking butt on marine armor and components and all of that stuff. So we'll set all of this to any worker and then just make sure that in our work tab, you could set the quality like you do the durability. That is true. All right, let's go back through those after I go through and set any worker. That way I'm doing it all at once. All right, that's any worker. Okay. So if we do that, then we can set quality to... I'm going to go with normal. I feel like if I go any higher than normal, they're just going to make one article of clothing over and over again, but we'll up that as his abilities increase. Good call, Aya. Thank you. It blows my mind how well you've acclimated to the details of this game. Like, most people don't grasp the finer points at all, let alone as quickly as you have. And this doesn't matter because it's due forever. It's part of your job. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, we have one child left. Brooks is a high mate. We were trying to get them... we were trying to get them with one of our crafters. And they don't have a high enough opinion of any of our crafters. Oof. Okay. Clothing rules. Let's hold off on the clothing rules. We'll make that a project for later. We are smelting more gear down now. What we're doing is we're bringing all of the tainted gear and stuff we don't want to these shelves so it can get smelted. And we've got a pile of slag here that can be smelted. So that should work. Also, like I said, we did bring the anomaly stuff online. Actually, let's close these doors. Quest expiring. Royal archaeologist recently extracted 2 prisoners from an ancient crypto-sleep vault and intends to question them. To keep the prisoners secret from Count Rivals, Makers wants you to hold them for 6 days. Now, I gotta say, that is a very small icon, but that looks like somebody who's already our race. Hey, Barb! Welcome in. How you doing? Love you. Oh, we were also going to get an airlock on this once the temperature got down low enough. I'd say we accept this for McTodd. Barb's pawn is already over here, so... Now, I don't think we get the pawn until we finish the quest, so we've got to keep an eye on these guys. It's going to be weird. And you... Yeah, they got paralytic abasia. Meat suit maintenance right off the bat. All right. Cool. We can do that. So let's stretch first. Okay. Okay. Stretching. Let's do some squats. Noob, what's up? Okay. All right, got that, and now let's hydrate. Gotta try and stay healthy, and I appreciate everybody's help in doing so. Okay, water's in. Yeah, McTodd might be a dart mole. If not, if he is, whatever. Even if he's our race and he's terrible, it works to get him in here because we could use him for an implant. How's the doc doing? Doc's doing good. You've got yourself a bionic arm and a bionic spine. You're a bullet slinger doctor. You like to shoot and you like to heal people. Level 17 shooting, 18 intellect, 11 medical. So, doing pretty good. We're cutting blocks. We're doing things. Quirky is bringing that prisoner in slowly. Why? No idea. All right, let's check the genes regrowing on everybody. Ooh, Barb's actually ready to do an implant. Why is Isidros... Oh, right, I had him close the doors. We want to leave these doors open, not these doors. Slowly becoming the tournamenter? Absolutely. I'm not crazy, right? I mean, I am, but not for that reason. Okay, we got to turn off the phone notifications. They're going to start driving me nuts. Okay, so Barb is ready to implant somebody. The pigskin, plants, artistic crafting, bloodlusting psychopath, the kid that grew up, psychically sensitive, chemical interest. I kind of want to get them implanted soon. Felix is going to be our third melee pawn. Ooh. Yeah, I think we get Felix implanted and get him some sort of weapon. I think we got to get him a uranium mace. Because we have two swords. We have a mono sword and a long sword. Can we get a mace? I want this made by R2. We're going to do one. Let's make sure maces are not on here. Okay, let's uncheck mace so that we can get our mace. Okay, we're not going to smelt the mace. We're going to make one. We're going to give it to Felix, and we're going to implant Felix. We're also going to want to get him a piece of marine armor. So one of those. We have a prestige in stock. Where is the prestige? How do we have it in stock, but prestige marine helmet, because it's a samurai helmet for whatever reason. So we want to give that to Chicken, because Chicken is our other Psy caster currently. One uranium mace, please. How you doing, Sparta? Welcome in. I don't know how we wound up with a samurai helmet. I'm going to suspend that temporarily. We're running low on resources. I mean, not terribly low, but okay, we're going to implant Felix. Might as well put you over there. Wait, did Barb actually get that other person into the prison already? Yes, okay. Genes reimplanted. We're going to work on converting these guys because they'll be happier here if we do. Okay. Felix is down, which is fine. We're going to put Felix over here at the front. R2 is working on his weapon. Sick as a dog, but otherwise okay. Cool, cool. I'm sorry that you're sick. That sucks. But I'm glad otherwise you're doing well. We are just putting artwork down pretty much fucking everywhere, right, at this point? Just to increase beauty in the random locations. We've got packaged meals and wake up over here, just in case. We kind of could use a table. They'll probably go to the prison table. That's fine. For now. At least. Okay, so toxic waste, we're up to 15. Our lifters are bringing that outside, which is fine because the trees are eating it slowly. I don't care about the Toxalope. New phone 2, Blackview BV 500 plus. It's a brick. Hell yeah. I think I remember you saying you were going to get that. Congrats. Okay, so I think I was thinking about this last time. Oh shit, we need to get that door, granite door. Where is one of our builders? So what I'm thinking, guys, the pirates come with a lot of stuff that we either want to sell or smelt or use. So I don't think we're going to burn pirates anymore. I think we're going to allow pirates to come to the kill box. And that way we can get the most out of them resource-wise. We will burn tribals, but we will allow pirates into the kill box. You can bludgeon somebody to death. Oh my god, it's that much of a brick. Okay, we seem to be doing okay. Okay, it is the 11th of Jugist summer. It's not likely that all of this is going to come in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the sowing over here. That way we can harvest whatever we need to along the way. But basically we're trying to grow massive amounts of psychoid during the summer growing months. And then during the winter months we have enough supplies for our indoor farms to keep us going. Even though we're kind of far ahead on everything, we do want to continue to make good money to get things sorted out. You are making button-down shirt. Fantastic. And we are allowing them to make it out of cloth now, I think. I think I want to change this to cloth. This is only 14% grown. We need a little bit more cloth coming in, so this is going to be cotton. Any pionics for our coma friend? Oh, that's a good point, Aya. Felix, do you need anything? Stab scar in the neck, wooden left foot. Okay, so let's get him some stuff. Install bionic leg, left foot. The neck we can't really do anything about at the moment. We'll get that sorted out sooner or later. Stone, let's get you doing the surgery. Oh, wait. Let's give him... Okay, he is on the good medicine. Good call, Aya. We want to get Devil Strand up, but we kind of want to let this run a little longer. We're going to do Devil Strand right over here, but what I want to do before we do Devil Strand, Sparta, is actually get hydroponics down here. That way we can do more with less space. And because right now we need the heal root up here, and we're using the dye in a corner up here. Once we get hydroponics in down here, we could do like 1/4 of it could literally be the heal root and the dye, and then we could just do Devil Strand here. But until we get hydroponics up, we're kind of relying on some other stuff, so we will get there. Yeah, we can. Did we research it yet? Yeah, we already researched it. The scariest part right now is that we awakened the monolith. Honestly, I think the scariest thing at the moment for us is Sight Stealers. Because since we're playing with a kill box, we have to leave a path open to our base. So if we manage to get a Sight Stealer event that doesn't start with a Shriek, and we get like 200 sights, not 200, but like we get a max size Sight Stealer attack, we won't know until they get to right here. And then we have to scramble people to get down there to deal with them. On the positive side, though, we do have all of our pawns being robust, so whoever we need to can hold the line at one of these choke points. It's one of the reasons I put this choke point here. You know what we could do? I got an idea. They should attack a turret, right? Let's put ourselves a turret right there. That'll at least give us some time. Traps are a good call, Sparta. How much wood do we have? We got a lot of wood. Let's just throw a wood trap down. Right at the entrance here. That is a fucking good call. Now, I could put this right up against here, but if they hit it and it explodes, it could take out a section of this. Not likely, but... Masterwork Uranium Mace. Thank you, R2. Let's F that so nobody moves it somewhere I don't know where it is, and Felix will grab that when he gets up. Are we working on marine armor? Marine helmet. Okay, fair enough. Probably don't have enough for the marine armor itself as far as components go, but Tom is working on that. This is our room of packaged survival meals. That's fine. We're going to need even... Too deep infestation. All right, let's bring the whole crew over. It's probably overkill, but, you know, no kill like overkill, right? Wait, is Isidros our xenotype yet? Yeah, he is. Okay, so all the way over to Isidros is good. Why are you bringing toxic waste from over there? That goddamn robot is going to get himself killed. Okay, Never's... That's right, we launched the cube last time. Never's the one with cube obsession. So he's going to have to get relegated to the base. I did have him... Okay, the construction bot's working on the trap. I don't want Never being out somewhere when his cube obsession turns into him going and collapsing. Felix can get put on work. Never, we're going to put you inside for now. Well, some of that insect meat that spoiled last time can now get replaced. Not a lot of it, but a little bit. Which, speaking of which, we got to get that door situation handled. So let's un-F that. Muscle parasites. That's annoying. Let's just install these here as a way to get them out of the friggin' doorway, because of course they put them in the doorway. And we can't change that on there. Marcus, can we... Let's get that out of there. Candy. Hi, Emily. Oh no, the cube got an unnamed colonist. We got a bunch of unnamed colonists. So you looking to name one? We got Leaky, Miller, Zippy, Beans, Azalea, Hubbard, Raymond, May, Isidros, Takumi, Squamacorg, Emmanuel, Marcus, Brooks, who is a high mate, and Prissy the child. But yeah, we got some colonists. Robu, Felix, and Sammy. Yes. Yes. Sorry, they're at the beginning here. The three melee pawns are up for naming. I don't know. Pick one. Oh, they're 14. That's why I wasn't super crazy. That's fine. They'll be fine. Um... Let's make Robu Shadow. Can't do underscores. So Shadow is now our main melee pawn. Got silver up there. It just keeps scanning steel right down here. I don't like that. Migo Bonk. Yes, you've got the mono sword. We don't actually need to hold those open. Do we want to dig more of this space out? I feel like until we need to, we don't want to dig this out because we'll just have to light everything, put security doors, etc., etc., and that because that gets us further away from the front door, which defeats the purpose of our bait room back here. You're working on it from inside the doorway. It's like pulling teeth with these people and robots. Let's stand in the doorway of the refrigerator to build the tile for the doorway to not be held open. Sounds amazing, guys. Kind of want to get that out of there. All right, hang on a second. Let's get a little bit of a dumping zone. Robo logic, yeah. Let's get a few things out of here. Like, namely, we want haul that, and let's expand the work zone. I don't need the triple rocket launcher, but what I'd like to do is get it out of there so it doesn't explode the next time we cook the hot box. I'm looking for anything else that's like super explosive. We could grab that assault rifle. I'm not going to go crazy getting things out of here because it's just such a lot, but a free normal assault rifle and a free triple rocket launcher is nothing to sneeze at. Also, it's like I said earlier, one of the dangers of Anomaly is this kill box. So we don't want to send our people in here. If sight stealers are in here when we send people in, that might as well be death. In the fucking doorway again, huh? I should install Don't Block Door. Sneezes, you were saying. I'm assuming you can't storage zone the oven and just sell it off. We can. We will. I've done that a bunch of times. So we'll do that if and when the time comes that we get a combat supplier. We can't sell it to a ship. It has to be an on-map combat supplier. No, I don't want you cleaning blood. I'm just going to have to leave you drafted till everybody else is out of the tunnel. Yeah, it about trade beacon stuff. Yeah, we can't get a trade beacon in here. And trade beacons get blocked by walls to a certain extent, so not really a viable thing to do. But if we do get an on-map combat supplier, we've got tons of, like, just random junk. Like, we've got 35 Tox Bomb launchers in here that we don't need. Now, and that's why I said we want them to come into the kill box from now on, because that's metal that we need. Ship is passing by. Exotic goods. Ravinia is still pulling things out of there. Who is the best at social? Zippy's actually better than anybody else at social. Where is Zippy? Zippy's kind of not doing anything, so good shit. Surprised raiders don't see the stuff on the hotbox floor and steal them away. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, 1131. We've got a lot of flake we can sell. What can we pick up? Chunk skip, word of trust, mining. Let's take a look through here. An Archotech leg wouldn't be too bad. An aesthetic shaper might be good. We got 300 beer. All right, so let's go with the basic setup. We want gold. We want the Soothe Pulsar. Do we have 8 grand worth of stuff we can sell? Highly unlikely. If we sell all of the flake, that's like $1 grand. What else are they willing to buy? All right. Let's lower you. All right. I don't think we can get all the gold. Why is the marble terror sculpture green? That's a good question. No idea. Let's sell off maybe like 100. Let's sell off like half of our beer. Oh, no. We want to sell, not buy. I'd like the Nutramine, because we're starting to use that for other things. We want that Soothe Pulsar. That's going to come in handy. I mean, maybe not. Our bloodlust has kept our mood up pretty high. How many advanced components can we get? Not enough. Got it. Yeah, I don't want to sell too many of the packaged survival meals, because that's our end game right there. Hey, Cat Pig, how you doing? Maybe because colorblind mod for the marble. That's possible, yeah. So all the Nutramine, the Psychic Soothe Pulsar, and 1 advanced component. I guess that's the deal. I'm okay. Did you get those mods today? Meds? Cat Pig, I talked to the new psychiatrist. Kind of. I thought the analysis or whatever the testing was today, but today was the initial consultation with the new psychiatrist. The testing is still going to be on March 31st, but what we're going to do is try a non-stimulant medication. Just to get a chance at scrap cube sculpture. Yeah, it's kind of obnoxious. Oh, okay. We don't need anybody in this area now. Yeah, so it's a whole process, but we're going to try a non-stimulant medication. Also, he's like, I think you might also have PTSD based on what you've told me about your childhood. And I was like, oh yeah, that probably makes sense. Detoxifier lung. Who did we need a detoxifier lung for? Oh, did we get those lungs? Oh, I don't think we need that anymore. I think we managed to get lungs. That's an extra detox lung. So let's make sure we're not making another one. Or am I crazy? Nope. I'm pretty sure I left. I'm pretty sure we got the lungs for the asthma. Right hand scratch scar. So we do need to get Mila a new arm. I mean, it's not going to go unused. Highmate Brooks? Nope. Because remember, we queued up the detoxifier lungs, and then we managed to get a pawn as a prisoner that we didn't really need. And or two pawns as prisoners, and we yanked two lungs out of them and installed them. So I'm pretty sure I accidentally left that going. Not the worst thing in the world, because if we do want to get a vampire on the team at one point, we could give them the detox lungs. We started them for asthma, but since we aren't implanting the high mate detox, high mate's never going to leave the base. The only reason to leave the base is to go do combat. So I don't think we need to give them detox lungs. They're never going to man the mortars. They're never going to go into the kill box. They're never going to even be on the front line. So I think the high mate, you're on the kids schedule, right? Yeah, because kids aren't allowed anywhere near even the outer areas. We'll allow that area, though. Inspired surgery on Raymond. But those sometimes get polluted too. We're gonna try and avoid Nether making stupid mistakes like that. Oh, you're already hauling the thing I want you to haul. Excellent. Does anybody remember who our third Psycaster was? Barb and Chicken were the first two, but we started down the line on other ones, right? Oh, let's get the... Visitors have a few items for trade. Oh, here it is. Shadow is actually... Yeah, because Shadow is our melee person and their natural meditation. They got pain block. Or, yeah, pain block. Sell the hot box. Good call. Let's see if we can. Actually... Why can't Ravinia do that? There we go. I do have good ideas. Rarely, but they happen. Yeah, I'm not sure if these guys will buy much of what's in the kill box. Usually it's a combat supplier that will, but we might as well go trade with them because they're bound to have something. They've got components, medicine, reinforced barrels, a little bit of silver. So if we could get a little bit of that off them, I'd be happy. As per usual, we're going to take it slow and steady on a Monday here. we've been doing a lot of stuff, so a lot of inspirations. That's really good. All right, the other thing, we got to double check if there are any more implants. Like Sammy is 47 days, 1.9, 2. So Chicken is ready in 6.6 days. 2.7 days on Ravinia. 41 days here. 46, 51. Do you want anything for... Okay, so short bow, recurve bow, recurve bow, recurve bow, great bow. We're planning on smelting this stuff down, but those tox bomb launchers, that SMG... Yeah, we know that all the tox bomb launchers are in there, so let's sell them. Good call, Shadows. Tox grenades, frag grenades. We don't need any of that. Poor gas mask can go. 61% flak pants, tox pack, fire foam pack, smoke pop pack. I don't even know if they're gonna be able to sell us enough stuff here. All right, what can we snag off these suckers? All their components first, all their medicine. We can get 2 of their barrels. Hi, Avatar! Are we allies yet? Yeah, I believe this is the purple people. Not to be confused with our purple people, but yes. I do believe so. Oh, we can get them to read this for void provocation. I got to remember to set that on. How you doing, Avatar? All right, we've got enough gold for a little while. We need to get a close enough by steel scan so that we can start yanking that stuff out of the ground quick enough that we can start transmuting statues. Is there anything else they have? Do we want to get the 3rd barrel? And if we do, what do we want to sell them for that? No, I think that's just overkill. We can afford 2 with what we're selling them, so... I'm going to manually drag this stuff in just so I don't forget. Come on now, Isidros. You're going to grab that. Oh, and I made some nice progress in Factorio, about to try attacking the Volcanus enemy. That should go well. Right? Yeah, no, should go well. And well, 3 more hours of shift. Heck yeah. You're in the home stretch. It's a gigantic worm-like thing. It's like a couple of yards long. Oh, crazy. That reminds me of there's an enemy in Icarus that's like a giant worm creature out in the desert that you have to fight. Icarus was so cool for just like a hot second. Then they started making all these changes, and I'm like, ugh. Same thing happened with Nightingale. That's the danger of playing early access games, is you play it, you like certain aspects of it, and then they change it, and you're like, well, this wasn't really the game I signed up for, even though it's probably a better game. Ooh, Leaky can do an insert. Okay, when Felix gets up, we can implant somebody else with Leaky. We need to get more people on board. We're coming up on some decent implants here. Sci-fi, gotta love the worm. Yes, worm, but big. Yes! Sounds like ROR. What's ROR? Yeah, that's another reason I think early access should be cheaper than full release, unless it's like really, really close to release, I suppose. Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. Like, I feel like the line between open beta and early access has been blurred. A game in early access should be pretty much done. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in it, if you've done your alpha testing and you want to do an open beta, that's cool. Because, you know, and then you're kind of expected that things are going to be broken. But once you say early access, at least my brain hears, oh, the game is almost done. We just want to put it out there to a large group of people and get a little bit of feedback for the fine tuning. I don't see a line between open beta and early access. Yeah, I don't think there is one. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there never was. Maybe early access means earlier. Maybe early access is supposed to be before betas, but like that just doesn't seem right in my head. The issue is in-game dev, alpha, beta, etc. mean different things than the media and public mean when they use the terms. Early access can be release candidate, what you describe. Open beta, even open alpha like Factorio and I think Rimworld. Yeah, it's everywhere in the industry, though, right? Like, everybody knows I have a pet peeve about the term roguelike, because even though it has actual specific meaning, it's been diluted down so much by people trying to cash in on the catchy, hashtags. Like, oh, roguelike. Everybody seems to be interested in this word roguelike. Let's just put it on every game. Same thing with MMO or open world. It's on every game on Steam. So it no longer actually has valid meaning. So, like, people tell me, oh, I'm playing a roguelike. And in my head, I picture a top-down dungeon crawler that is hardcore. You lose everything between runs. But that's not always what people mean. They can mean a roguelike card game. They could mean, even some 3D shooters are considered roguelike. So the term has lost all usefulness, even though in theory the term has an actual meaning. And you can look up like a whole breakdown of the criteria, both important and unimportant criteria that make a game like Rogue the game. I'm using alpha, beta, RC as the traditional definition of SW English. I take early access literally. It just means access before release. Can be alpha, beta, or release candidate. Yeah, I guess that's probably a better way to look at it. I just, like I said, I'd kind of like, where are you going? Freaking colonists. Marketing buzzwords, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know how to go with that. Like, Nightingale is the most recent early access game that I really played a lot of, and I feel very much like they're making such broad, sweeping changes that, as far as that game is concerned, we're playing almost alpha. Maybe not alpha, but they have made so many dramatic changes to the way the core game mechanics work that from the time I played it to now when I took a break, it's a completely different game. So it's really weird going back to it. Also, in a beta, by the traditional definition, all or almost all of the feature development should be done. Beta is where you fix bugs, optimize, and polish. Yeah, so I would say, like I was just saying, Nightingale, I feel like Nightingale, its build is early access, but it is an open alpha. You know what I mean? Let's get these trees in here chopped. Windows 10 never left the alpha stage. I miss Windows 10. I kind of can't stand Windows 11. I know Windows 10 wasn't a great operating system, but Windows 11 did some dumb shit. Snort. All right, we've got a little extra wood right now, so let's throw down a few more traps for this sight stealer threat. I'd still be using Windows 7 if I could. Yeah, right? God, do you remember the days of Windows XP? All right, we're keeping temp in here a lot better. We don't really need extra assault rifles currently. Man, constructoids are so freaking slow, but whatever. I even used 2K as home plus gaming OS. Like most of the NT line of Windows except original Vista, which was a total clusterfuck. Yeah, Vista was terrible. XP wasn't much different, though. Biggest difference was that everyone had fixed their OS checking routines. Before XP, a lot of games just checked, is this an NT? Then I can't run, sorry, even though 2K supported games just fine. The reason I liked XP is because at the time I was highly into music production, and using a system that was way too light for what I should be using. And XP was highly tweakable. There was literally a website called Tweak XP. And it was everything you could strip out of the operating system to just run it as a music production workstation. And that was why I like it. NT of Win NT XP Vista 7, 8, 10, 11. Okay. Yeah, there was just something about Windows XP that was very good. I found that a lot of audio people really liked XP for making into audio workstations. As I got older and a little bit more deep into it, I more or less relied on my computer guy to build me a computer that functioned for what I needed. So I'm less knowledgeable about more current operating systems and their place in the world, either with gaming or, like, I got to a certain point, you know, you got to know enough to know you don't know everything. And as much as I was kind of forced to learn about computers because of my career choices, I was like, you know, I can't learn all of the stuff about EQs, compressors, limiters, production, all of that stuff. And about marketing myself, networking, all of that stuff, and learn all about the computers too. So I got to a certain point where I was like, you know what? I got a couple of buddies who are really good at that stuff. Let me just lean on them a little bit. And so when I need upgrades done to my computer, I call my friend that knows about computers, and I pay him to come over and do the upgrades or whatever. Although some small upgrades I would do myself, like my system is starting to have trouble running newer, like, high graphics games, which makes sense because I'm still running a regular 2070. So if I find myself in a position where I can afford to get a new graphics card, I wouldn't hesitate to do that swap myself. Although I might ask him a few questions, like what should I be looking for? What stuff should I use to benchmark? I'd have to do quite a bit of research to make a serious audio PC. Yeah. Audio PCs are very different than gaming PCs. I know that much. Audio PCs, one of the things about audio PCs, you generally want them dedicated. Like, you do not want an audio PC that is also your internet PC or your gaming PC, because there's a lot of stuff in there that doesn't need to exist as far as network, internet, even visualization. Audio software, historically, I don't know about currently, has always been light on visualization. You don't need a badass gaming graphics card to make a meter hop up and down and go red or green. It's not like a massive thing. There are ones that can get graphically intensive just to capitalize on the fact that people like stuff that looks sleek. But at the end of the day, ideally you want your recording machine to be completely offline, never going on the internet unless you're specifically plugging it in to do driver and operating system upgrades. On Linux, serious audio people probably still use custom real-time kernels, even though much of the real-time stuff has now been mainlined, fortunately. Yeah, and I think there's a lot of good stuff on Linux, but I remember looking into it. A lot of the big name recording software doesn't actually work on Linux. You have to get like unreasonable facsimiles. Like there's the Linux equivalent, and it is so far below like the industry standards that it's like you really should be running a Mac. You can run a PC. It's still reasonable to do so, but PCs need a lot of specific tweaking to do it, whereas Macs are generally pretty good of it out of the box. Note that real-time does not mean faster. A system optimized for real-time is slower, but it has lower latency. In fact, doesn't even need to be lower latency. It can be just more reliable latency. Yeah, Macs are much better at latency. Yeah, latency is one of the biggest things. In an ideal situation with audio software, you want the vast majority of your processing power to be outside of the PC. You want dedicated hardware for your word clock, I think it's called, and your heavy lifting processing. And then you want basically your PC to be an interface that you can look at and hard drive space. You want it for physical media storage and you want it for interface, but in an ideal situation, if you have enough money, you really want the processing power outside in an external unit. But a lot of people don't have that luxury. Or a computer designed for guaranteed latency, although that may not be practical, economical. Realized I haven't fueled the meat suit. Go fuel the meat suit, Aya. I've been doing a little bit better about that, but still need to get better. So we'll keep the candy toxic and the bionics flowing. I love that bot. I'm going to be looking into a few upgrades and a few other bots. Julie's got a bot that I really like that recognizes other streamers and automatically does a shout out even if they're not rating in, and I want to set that up. I would like to be able to do that. Seems pretty handy. All right, let's speed this up just a wee bit. With Linux, you can configure the OS to have good latency characteristics, but then you have the software compatibility issues you mentioned. Yeah. I think as time goes on, more and more software is, doing versions for Linux, but it's still not supported nearly as much as other operating systems for the professional stuff. Do that configuration, you need to have quite a bit of knowledge. Yeah, I would imagine. Ship passing nearby. Was it Zippy that had the best? Yeah, Zippy's got the best social. All right, Felix is up and walking. All right, they're solid. Do you guys want some of the nonsense we have? Oh, they have shock and insanity lances. I would like to get those. Yeah, let's get that stuff. Let's get that stuff on board. Burden, word of inspiration. These are all good. Oof. I'd like to get a lot of that. Cataphract armor would be great. Jesus, we need more money. All of those drugs we have planted, we need as much of that coming in as humanly possible, or pawnily possible. If we sold all of our packaged survival meals, that would be $7 grand. It might be worth it. The max stream streak is 188 because I have been here for about an hour and usually it's 10 minutes. Hey, Killer. How you doing? Welcome in. Oof. Loud cars. Let's do a shout out for Killer Jam 25. Go check him out. Give him some love. You still DFing it up? Dwarf Fortress. In other sectors, the professional grade software is Linux only. Yeah. Service Windows almost laughed out loud, but it explains a lot. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we're going into winter, so we don't necessarily want to sell off much of that stuff. We really do need to get us some more component action. I'm tempted to sell off a lot of the packaged survival meals. All right, let's say... Okay, so we're definitely going to get the lances no matter what it costs us because that's fantastic. We have a bunch of gold. Not a bunch, but enough gold kicking about. So let's not worry about grabbing that just yet. Did these guys have... I don't think these guys carry steel. That's a bulk goods trader. We could get some bioferret for a bioferret longsword. Yeah, that would get us just enough. Although we've got a uranium mace master. No, you know what? Let's not worry about that. Soon enough, we should be able to extract bioferret on our own. Okay, what do we sell off to get this? I'm willing to sell a little bit of the smoke leaf, but being that we're high life, I don't want to sell all of it off. I'd like those advanced components. I feel like trading packaged survival meals for advanced components is a good trade. 200... I will sell, just because I love round numbers, we'll sell 235. Yeah, let's get more components. We're running low on steel. Oh, we could get all of it. Okay. We'll sell a little bit more in the way of packaged survival meals. It'll be weird numbers, but... Although you can bludgeon Windows into being a usable file server too, but Shell couldn't. Our IT was such a clusterfuck, it was just crazy. We're getting super nerdy today, aren't we? All right, advanced components. I'd love to pull the Nutramine as well, but I don't want to sell... Should we sell... I mean, how far are we... Yeah, we're kind of far away from endgame. Not if we were launching a ship on tile, but since we're not launching a ship on tile... Since we got to go across the planet, we got to get a lot of work done on our colonists. We're nowhere near done upgrading them or even bringing new people on board. It is tempting to get a couple of these. Word of Inspiration. You know what? I'm not going to worry about Word of Inspiration. Waste Pack Atomizer. We need that because we don't have the tech. Packaged survival meals coming in clutch. We are on Twitch. Yeah, totally. Okay, so Nutramine components, advanced components, toxic waste, or waste pack atomizer, schematic, psychic shock, and psychic insanity lance. All right, let's get that going. Yeah, Never's experienced cube withdrawal, totally. What do you have on as far as gear? Turret pack, that's fine. Okay, let's go down. Let's leave it paused for a hot second. Oh, you know what? We need a low shield for you. Or a shield belt. So you can grab that one. It's normal, which is not good, but we don't have the means with which to really knock this out. Orbital power beam targeter on Barb. I forgot we got that. Chicken. I think I like the turret pack on chicken. Most of our people are running turret packs, which is good, but I'd also like to get more shock and insanity lances. Shock. Let's see how many we got. Shock, 3 shock, 4 shock. Alright, Insanity Lance. Actually, you know what? Let's put one of our inside... You know what? Let's give Brooks a Shock Lance. Because they may not be able to pick up a gun, but they can use a Shock Lance, oddly enough. Because they have a turret pack. Well, they're wearing a turret pack. Yeah, I think I would prefer them with a Shock Lance. Leave you with that. Looking for someone who moves quickly. Erkin. Already has a Shock Lance. Hello, Joker. How you doing? Let's give a shout out for Joker real quick. He's making a good go at the stream and thing, so let's give him some support. I think we just did a shout out with Killer using Frosty, so we'll do the normal one from Twitch. Joke Air 13, go give him some love, show him what's up. Very into Ani, but is also trying to get into Rimworld. Which it is a curve for sure. You know what, Leaky? You can have the Insanity Lance. And then we got to go into reading policies. Let's let people read the tome. We might end up with a couple of mood breaks, but it'll be what it is. I had a very good day today. How are you? I'm doing okay. I honestly woke up a little bit on the depressed side, but I allowed myself a cup of coffee, had a good meeting with my new psychiatrist. And now I get to hang out with all of y'all. So I'm having an okay day. Life has been weird. No empty configurable spot for turret packs. Why is that? Because we already have that there. Let's bring that turret pack in. I don't know why that's out there, but let's get that in. Oh, and we were in the process of recruiting this guy. Right, we're converting. How is Ravinia's cooldown? And then who do we want to implant next? Ooh, Trigger Happy would be good for the field. Let's get Takumi on board, I think. Yeah, Leaky, let's implant Takumi. And then Takumi, do you need anything done? No. You've got minor toxic buildup, which won't be a problem once we get you sorted out here. We are definitely going in the right direction. The only reason I'm not spam installing Bionics is I'm a little nervous about our stuff. Ooh, there's that combat supplier we were trying to get to. Zippy, who's always just chilling there reading a book. Now, they should want the sashes we made, unless... No? They won't buy the sashes. All right. Well, let's stop making that garbage then. Wait, did I call the exotic goods trader again? This looks familiar. Yes. That's why they wouldn't take our stuff. We're going to smelt all this down. At least we're going to try. Ooh, low shield. I don't care what we got to sell to get that shit. We're getting that shit. We are low on low shields. You'll buy a poor sculpture for $100? I'm good with that. We got plenty of freaking blocks. All right, what else can we get from you? God, the tech prints are so goddamn expensive. Well, we're using packaged survival meals as freaking currency at this point because everybody will buy them. We could sell some psychite, but I get nervous about that. We got a lot of people who are addicted to drugs that we need to keep happy. All right. 1 second, though. Are we looking at anything in here? Some of them are still wearing stuff, but they're not going to buy bio-coated stuff. We could sell that minigun. Oh, yeah, orbital. Orbital. Okay, low shield. Chicken, let's get you into a low shield. Trying to keep our Psycasters well equipped on their offhands because they're the ones that are going to have to get in the closest. So if Chicken gets in close to cast a Psycast and she gets we do it not correctly, she could wind up getting shot at, and I'd like to have a low shield to pop. The turret pack I think was a close second. That was the one she was currently wearing. Okay, R2 is working on that. Okay, our package survival meal situation is a lot lower than I would like it to be. I really did want to save most of that for end game. But we're at a point where we really need to have a bunch of stuff. We're really like building our colony. Neat. Apparently you can regrow pineapple from the stump. Are we talking in real life, or is there a game that I missed that we were talking about? Real life. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Just out of curiosity, I know we're at raid cap, but what's our wealth? 359,000. Excellent. We have this room being cooled. Okay, so we got to remember that when we're going to use the cook box, we really do need to close these doors as well. It's risky, though. With this being cooled, this is not nearly as effective. In fact, I think I'm going to do that thing I said we were going to do. We're going to go to structures. We're going to go to a granite door and put that there. All right, we unzoned that from the work area. Okay, so we're going to go like this. We're going to dig these tiles, and we're going to break this door. Oh my god, Ravinia. Oh my god. Friggin' mechs. Alright, let's put the mechs temporarily on work while we do this. Well, after I switched to PC, it worked. The stream streak. Oh, cool, cool. I'm glad. I'm glad that worked. I don't want anybody to lose their streak if we can avoid that. I did stream yesterday. I think you were here for that, though. That was fun doing Minecraft yesterday. I was a little flustered as to what to do, especially once we got towards the end of stream, and I was like, well, I guess we're building something now? But I'm thinking about doing something crazy, guys. I'm thinking about living in the Nether. On the console craft SMP. I'm thinking about being that guy. Nether lives in the Nether, because I'm trying real hard to come up with something I really like, but I'm not feeling like I like the kind of the idea of beans. Are you a builder? No. It's going to interrupt never, right? Oh, I had that set already. Actually, hang on. There we go. Yeah, I was just looking up how long pineapple keeps after you cut it and stumbled on the regrow thing. Oh, cool. I love neat shit like that. Can't you regrow it from, like, the core? Like, if you pull the core out, can't you use the core to regrow it as well? I'm not sure what part exactly you used to regrow it. Okay. How much do we have here? 21. No. Okay, hold on. Is that... Oh, it's already full of waste packs. So let's launch that. Was it the Blue Crag Treaty? We've been launching it at them. Oh, they are the gentle tribe. And they are hostile with us. Fierce Neanderthal. Savage Impid. Yeah, Blue Crag is our best bet then. Glad I caught that. Description is a little confusing, in part because I don't know some of the words they use. but I'm not buying it until tomorrow or Wednesday anyway, so no rush. Awesome. That's going to be pretty funny, though. Instead of normal potted plants, I'm growing banana tree and pineapple. Hell yeah. It's better to grow food that you can, or better to grow plants you can eat, right? Nope. Not that quest. God, I gotta say, the hardest run that was proposed by the community when we were talking about doing this community chosen run was Aya's, where she was like, you gotta do a yes man run where you attempt to do every quest you're offered. And I'm like, that's impossible. Many food plants are really decorative. Yeah, they do look pretty good. I'd like to ally the pigs. We are just so low on wealth. Artichokes make a beautiful purple flower, and it's big. Oh, heck yeah. I do like artichokes. At least the way my family prepared them, which is probably the unhealthy way. So, I don't know if I actually like artichokes. I think I just like the breadcrumbs and the seasoning. Muscle parasites, right? What do the bionics actually take? Plasteel and advanced components. $97. We could really start putting bionics in most people. At least getting a leg in there. Oh, we should also try and get arms on our best crafters so they manipulate faster. Has a really pretty flower. Oh, cool. I didn't know pineapple looked pretty. I guess theoretically, if we wanted to grab this silver and this steel, we could just kind of put a wall across here and leave a single door open. But that does make me feel worried because we have had a mech cluster happen down here and we are dumping our toxic waste. Okay, and we can unrestrict the mechs again. Look at all of this slag. That's just insane. We kind of need to get more lifters. Okay, so today at one point we should call in the Diabolus. Muscle parasites, right? Unfortunately, pineapple is definitely not suitable for growing outdoors around here. Yeah, makes sense. Well, I mean, if you can grow it indoors, at least there's that, right? Okay, let's get Tom an arm as soon as Takumi's up. Because Tom's got a scratch scar on his right arm, and he's one of our main crafters. Mr. Erkin was the one we had to get a bionic ear for, so he's okay as far as things he needs to get replaced. R2's got one arm, but let's try to get Tom and Mr. Erkin each an arm at least. I don't think I have suitable location, but I'll try. I mean, the worst case is that I have to throw something away that I would otherwise throw away anyway. Yeah, exactly. By the way, we did keep the pet rat. Was it Shadow that wanted us to keep the rat? Because we kept the rat. I zoned it inside. It wanders around and eats our pemmican. That was you? Okay, cool. We kept the rat. All right, Never is going to wind up going into a coma. Rats are great pets. I had some. Yeah, I've heard that. I've had a couple of friends that had rats as pets. Now, one thing that Anomaly nerfed as far as your exterior walls is this airlock system here. Whenever we get